My name is Lisa the High Priestess. Press like, subscribe, notification. This was out of the blue to choose Virgo. So, Aquarius and Virgo. I got a new deck of cards. Every time I'm with you, Virgo, I feel like there's always a story behind a mermaid. Behind a mermaid. Someone could be pregnant. Well, a lot of people are going to get pregnant. That's for sure, yeah. In 9 months from now, we choose Scorpios. We give out Scorpio babies. Yeah. Someone gets pregnant on the birthday or something like that. I don't know. All right, I got a conspiracy theory on that. That they make us have all this sex, so they make us have babies, so then they can eat them. And I know that sounds really certain things. You ain't gotta believe me. It's out there. Okay, moving forward. Oh, now all of a sudden my back hurts a lot. Running and thinking and pain. I see a pregnant woman running through the woods. Someone's used to walking in the woods. There's someone doing long walks. I believe someone is pregnant or someone's trying to get themselves. Yeah, the Empress is right here. Somebody's pregnant. They're trying to get somebody. Labor pains is what I hear too. All right, someone can also work in the ER with pregnant women. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords could be the for doing a gender reveal. All right. The Queen of Swords. Someone could go into labor on somebody's birthday. Aquarius, someone's going to have the same birthday. A child is going to be born. You're there. You guys leave your birthday party to go check on this lady. There's a female doctor. She's coming in. She's taking a look. Wands number 7, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a bunch of people surrounded by a pregnant woman giving life. All right. Here it is. Here it is. It's the baby. It's a worm. It's a tampon. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a kind of crazy story, and I feel compelled to tell it to you. So, in the ancient lands, not ancient, the ancient lands of my people, long, long time ago, they have these stories about a certain snake, a serpent. And this serpent, they didn't allow the girls to come out on February 14th, specifically February 14th, because that black snake will come out and it will sedate the young girls and impregnate them with snakes. Now, they have different sides of these snake stories. They have good ones and they have bad ones. The bad ones is like, who the hell wants to be pregnant by a snake? You know what I'm saying? But if you really think about it, a phallus resembles a snake. Listen to me though. Well, they also say that this certain snake hides, it guards a lot of gold. And I think it's kind of eerie right now that I chose this color, because literally the snake looks exactly how this material is. That's how they look. And they're really, really big. And they actually don't like to eat humans, or they're not venomous, but they eat venomous snakes. Do you hear me? They eat venomous snakes. And they like to eat snakes that are larger than them. It's almost like a sport. no poison. They just like overpowering these snakes that have one up on them. And they're also, I believe that their blood isn't is immune to poison. But they like to impregnate girls, human beings, on February 14th if they're out in the night. Now that is just like a myth. And I don't know why I feel inclined to tell you this, because I share this shit on my other platforms. Clearly you can hear somebody tell it to you in a better form. So snakes also resemble a lot of faith. People of certain faith, they will get in a room on purpose full of poisonous snakes, and they will pray and meditate in the middle of all those snakes to prove that they are anointed and they could do different transformation on a person. But while speaking on that, I also heard through the grapevine that a lot of the best were scam artists. Instead of taking something out of you, they were putting it in there on purpose so you could look fucking crazy. Or that they were actually dealing with something that was supernatural, but they were making it happen. Because if you were already in the state of believing it, let's just amplify it and make it worse. Dun, 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 dun. And the results are in. Also, someone's recommending DNA. Alright, and you should. Immediately. 3 of Pentacles. We're going to have somebody else take a look at your blood. You know blood is blue before it turns red, right? It's red that makes it, someone's taking a look at someone's blood. Someone's heart, too. Now I'm getting into some dark stuff, but if you're into conspiracy theories and stuff that, like, for a long time that is not true, but we're coming to find out that shit is pretty much true. This reminds me of an alien. You know, they say octopuses are cousins to an alien. They're also the closest thing to take over as a human if we were to go extinct. The Queen of Swords and the Judgment, Abraham Lincoln. I've been thinking about Abraham Lincoln lately. I believe Abraham Lincoln is an Aquarius. Wrong. And they have these theories that he used to hunt vamps. He was a vamp hunter. Then I also heard that he also unalived a lot of people. And I wondered to myself, are the people that he unalived had something to do with that secret society? Because a lot of his children would die. Now, they say, like, conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. Maybe I heard it wrong. But they like eating babies. You guys can even take. You guys take the noise, the news from me. I don't know where I got the nose from. The measurement of the nose. And also, I get a lot of images. They talk about that when you're on here, right, and you get the pixels. Have you ever experienced the pixels? If you're not a content creator on YouTube, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You have to be a content creator for that. And not just, stupid shit. You're actually on this, focusing on this. You know what I'm talking about. Have you ever felt the pixels? Listen. Look. The pixels. The pixels. X-rays, Polaroid, X-rays, heavy on the X-rays. Someone could be working with a doctor, but also feel like the doctor understands something about Abraham Lincoln. Does Abraham Lincoln still have a lineage? There's the doctor here that I feel like goes all the way back to that lineage. Also, like I said, I've heard of all the killings, or the to the fact that there was what you call them motherfuckers that really are handlers, and that's who was publicly executed. I also I feel like someone's coming up with something a very strange situation right here that is hard to explain. Or make time for it. Fuck it, make time for it. Okay, is this a lie detector test? Also, this is when you place your heart on the scale and it's being weighed. Also, they're saying that they're covering artificial intelligence to giving you the truth raw, and then they say it's artificial intelligence. So what they've been doing lately is taking off their skin. They're taking off their skin, and it's showing a lot of people with like these glossy blue shades and green. But of course, this is all artificial intelligence. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not having a prediction. This is just me telling a story. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I don't have anything to back up any claims. It's crazy that I can make up a story like this and I have to talk like this. I gotta talk like this to communicate with folks. Can't even be too much, child. And if you don't get it, good. Conflict and one day, someday, somewhere, another time. Clashing different. I realize sometimes you gotta get in the fight to get somewhere in a good space, right? You get to see a lot of people's true characters, who they really are in time of conflict, in time of war, and even in time of peace. Because what do you mean you don't want no peace? The moon. Here I am hanging out at Mars because my homeboy promised the moon. When we're out here in the moon, you know what I'm saying, with these aliens and shit, I don't know, I feel like, would you love me if I told you I'm from the moon? Would you love me if I took my mask off and you saw that I was an alien? Would you love me even in Star Wars? I know I'll become a little alien sometimes. The alien comes out. Would you still love me if I was an alien?